Excellent. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dave Yance. I'm the superintendent of the Mill River Unified Union School District, and I'm honored to serve my colleagues and the students of Vermont as the president of the Vermont Superintendents Association. I'd like to welcome you to the VSA, VSBA conference. Before we dive into important topics we'll be discussing for the next 24 hours, I have a few words for you about logistics. We are primarily using GoToWebinar as the virtual platform, although we have added 2 Zoom meetings to enable concurrent breakout sessions after today's keynote. You will find all of the links you need in the virtual agenda that you received yesterday. Please keep that electronic agenda handy, as you will need to refer to the links throughout the next 2 days. Any changes will be reflected on that document in real time. If you're joining our sessions by phone and need a certificate, please email Carrie Lamb at klamb, that's K-L-A-M-B, at vtvsba.org. Because of the size of this gathering, only presenters will be able to speak in order to minimize background interference. Please type any comments or questions you have into the question box. Finally, we want to let you know that all of these sessions are being recorded. If you need any technical assistance throughout the conference, please contact Carrie Lamb at 802-223-3580. Once again, that's 802-223-3580. The theme for this year's conference is Leading Vermont Public Education in a New Era. The year of 2020 has brought unprecedented change to the world, our country, Vermont, and our schools. State leaders, school boards, administrators, teachers, and staff exceeded all expectations when they were thrust into school closure, providing school lunches to students in some cases, childcare, and transitioning courageously into a new virtual teaching and learning environment. We would be remiss to not take a moment to recognize the incredible efforts that closed out the 2019-2020 school year. 2 public health crises are gripping our nation and calling for immense and transformational change: the novel coronavirus and structural racism. We must confront and respond to these challenges for our students, our families, and our communities. As educational leaders, we must grapple with an uncertain future and envision a new way of supporting teaching and learning. Over the next 2 days, national experts and local colleagues will address today's most important topics, including educational and economic impacts of the coronavirus pandemic and structural racism in society and schools. These are difficult conversations, and we look forward to leaning into these topics together. Together, we can create a safer, healthier, and equitable system for our students. Before I introduce our student performance, I would like to take the time to thank each of our generous sponsors and give them an opportunity to introduce themselves. VSBA is a member organization that works collaboratively with both the VSA and VSBA. We are especially grateful to VSBA for its ongoing partnership with our organizations. VSBA serves Vermont schools by assisting members in the area of risk management to protect and conserve educational resources. I'd like to welcome from VSBA, Laura Soros.
Thank you, Dave. I'm trying to get my camera going here. And here we go. Can you see me?
Got you,
I'm going
Laura.
to assume so. All right. So thank you. Little technical difficulties from my bedroom, which has been my office for way too long now. Again, thanks for the opportunity to address everyone today. For over 40 years, the Vermont School Board Insurance Trust has been helping schools manage risks effectively and efficiently so we can save you time and money and allow you, the educational leaders, to focus on students. We operate 2 member programs, our unemployment program and our multi-line program, and we also administer VHI's health and dental programs. But for the past 4 months, our focus, like yours, has been helping districts navigate the rapidly evolving COVID-19 environment. We've worked closely with VSBA, VSA, and other agencies and organizations to do this work. Highlights of our work these past few months include partnering with the VSA to bring together a school attorney group to address COVID-19 related questions in the areas of labor employment law, special education, student issues, and governance. We've developed guidance for employees working from home to address safety and ergonomic concerns. We've developed recommendations on securing playgrounds, buildings, and grounds consistent with the governor's orders, the CDC, OSHA, and VOSHA. We've revamped wellness programming to support school employees navigate working in a remote environment and trying to find some semblance of work-life balance. In conjunction with Prevent Child Abuse Vermont, we've sponsored trainings focused on keeping students safe in the remote learning environment. In concert with industry and local experts, we've developed and distributed a facilities pre-occupancy planning template accompanied by 3 recorded learning sessions to help school buildings be able to reopen safely in the fall. And we participate weekly in the AOE advisory group on COVID-19. In the midst of all of this, we've been working with VSBA in developing its model equity policy, and we've engaged as an organization in an effort to identify and address our own implicit biases. VSBA's team of professionals include Tim Vincent, Dave Piquel, Ben Prevost, and Heidi Joyce of the Multiline program, and John Steiner, who's the incoming VSBA president. He will assume this role in January following my retirement at the end of 2020. Please don't hesitate to reach out to any of us here at VSBA. We are here to help. We will continue to work with others and evolve our efforts to support you. And we look forward to learning with you during this 2-day conference. We're pleased to be able to sponsor the important event. Back to you, Dave.
Thank you very much, Laura, and we appreciate VSBA for all that you provide our schools and our students. ENA provides a full suite of high quality broadband, Wi-Fi, LAN communication, cloud security, and software solutions. ENA has been a sponsor of this conference since 2013. I'm happy to welcome Nicole O'Brien from ENA.
I'm not sure that Nicole is able to access the audio at this point. She's called in on her phone. Nicole, are you able to join us? We'll be hearing from Nicole later on in the program, so we'll move on now.
Very good. Looking forward to hearing from Nicole. Moving on, the Mcclure Foundation envisions a Vermont where all people have abundant opportunities for career education and advancement, and where no promising position goes unfilled for lack of a qualified applicant. The Mcclure Foundation believes that as philanthropists, educators, and legislators communicate and collaborate to improve and promote educational opportunities within the state, Vermont's most important resource, its people, become more fully empowered. I'm happy to welcome Carolyn Weir from the Mcclure Foundation.
Thanks, Dave. As Dave said, we are a statewide foundation. We're affiliated with the Vermont Community Foundation, and we do envision a Vermont where education at all levels contributes to greater equity and resilience within our state. And for us, a lot of that work centers in K-12 on equitable and meaningful implementation of the flexible pathways bill. So I have 2 quick messages today. The first is just our gratitude for all that you are doing as education leaders for students and families in this time of uncertainty and disruption, and for prioritizing student connection and wellness.
So I had called in on the phone, but now it's working. So.
Oh, good. We have Nicole with us. I'll just finish one point and maybe pass it back to Dave and Nicole. The second message today.
Sorry.
It's okay. Is actually just to ask for your help in spreading news about our graduation gift from the Mcclure Foundation to the entire Vermont high school class of 2020 of one free course of every student's choosing at the Community College of Vermont this fall. If you know of students who graduated this spring who don't have a plan yet for this fall, who might benefit from a free course at CCV, where they'll be connected with an academic advisor and with career services, and where they can sign up for a course that might be part of a short-term credential program, please find a way to let them know about this free course. Our gift covers tuition and all fees, and students can pick a class and enroll now. We wanted this cohort of young people to have an easy option to keep up their momentum for learning. So thanks for helping us spread the word to graduates, and I will drop a link where you and students can learn more about the graduation gift at CCV in the chat. Thanks.
Carolyn, thank you very much. And Carolyn mentioned the Vermont Community Foundation, so I would like to just reference them quickly. The Vermont Community Foundation inspires giving and brings people and resources together to make a difference in Vermont. This includes helping to coordinate philanthropic response in times of crisis and challenge. The foundation is committed to helping Vermont communities that are impacted by COVID-19 by responding to immediate needs and long-term recovery efforts. Unfortunately, the Vermont Community Foundation was not able to join us today in person, but we are extremely grateful for their support. Visit vtcovid19response.org. Once again, all one word, vtcovid19response.org to learn more. And now I'd like to turn back and welcome Nicole O'Brien from ENA. Once again, ENA provides a full suite of high-quality broadband, Wi-Fi, LAN, communication, cloud security, and software solutions. ENA has been a sponsor of this conference since 2013. Nicole, welcome to the conference.
Thanks for your patience while I worked out my technical difficulties. I'm excited to be here with you all today. And for those of you who aren't familiar with ENA, we empower communities by bridging innovative technologies with exemplary customer care. And we've been working with many school districts in Vermont for years. Some of the things we can help districts with include data analytics with our program Catch On. We also do all things related to internet access and Wi-Fi, and more recently, we're keeping schools and students connected through Zoom and products from Kajit. So if there's anything that I can help your districts with the coming school year and the uncertainty, please feel free to reach out, and we're happy to help you. Thanks again for having us.
And thank you again for being with us. At this time, Chelsea, I'd like to ask if we are good to go on to our student performance. We're a few minutes ahead of schedule.
Yes, we are good. We have both Erin and her mentor, Eric St. John, with us.
Fantastic, fantastic. So we're pleased to kick off our conference with a student performance. This piece, called Aquariums, is a short play written, performed, and recorded by Addison Repertory Theater at the Hannaford Career Center. This was created by student Erin Deal. The play was inspired by her experiences with remote learning during the spring of 2020 as a result of the pandemic. Erin Deal is a 2020 graduate of Middlebury Union High School and completed the 2-year performance track of the Addison Repertory Theater, the resident theater program at the Patricia A. Hannaford Career Center. Erin has been an avid student of theater since an early age, as well as appearing in numerous art productions. She was active in the MUHS Fall Musicals and a multiple-year veteran of Acting Manitou, a summer residency theater camp in Oakland, Maine. Previous roles include Tilly in She Kills Monsters, Gail in Almost Me, Kathy Selden in Singing in the Rain, and Megan Jones in Puffs. Erin has been accepted at Sarah Lawrence College. After taking a gap year, she will enter as a theater major in 2021. You will also see Ethan DeWitt acting in the piece. He is a 2020 graduate of Mount Abraham Union High School and will attend Ithaca College in the fall as a theater major. Erin and her instructor, Eric St. John, are here with us today and would happily take a few questions following the performance. The performance has been pre-recorded. Please write any comments or questions in the question box to be read following the show. Staff at VSA and VSBA do wish to advise the viewing audience that there are several instances of language in the narrative of the presentation that while common vernacular in some circumstances is not common language in a school or professional setting, some may find it objectionable. If you prefer not to watch the video presentation, you have the option of rejoining the conference at 2:00 p.m. I would also like to point out here that you will receive an evaluation survey at the conclusion of the conference. At this time, we look forward to seeing the performance of aquariums.